Hey, what's going on, guys? Another walkthrough of my latest article, Four Steps to Bring in a Second Stream of Income from Your Day Job. All right, just going to get rid of this. All right, now let's get into it. All right, so this post may contain affiliate links. Please read our disclosure for more info. So, four steps to bring in a second stream of income from your day job. Question you're probably asking yourself is, how do I do this without risking my capital and make it a sustainable source? This is most people's first question. You're probably asking yourself that question right now if you've been looking around online for other ways to bring in extra money or how to start an online business. So the short answer to this question is with an online business or blog selling physical and digital products. But that's not all there is to it. Let me explain a few things first. Having a second stream of income can change your life. I bet most of you right now could put a dollar value to what your time is worth. So just imagine if you could bring in an extra $200 a day or a week, how that would change your life just by investing some of your spare time. When you invest your spare time into a side business, it starts to return you with extra income and your time becomes so much more valuable. That's what changes your life. When you realize your time is an investment and you start to invest in something now that will make you more money in the future. What's important about that is that you can, enjoy the freedom of never having to trade your best hours of the day to make enough money to meet your family's needs. All right, so let's talk about some of the basic things in your life that can help you achieve this, like where you're going to begin in your online business journey is all going to start with step one, which is your mindset. Step two would be your time, how to manage it and how to look at it differently. And also with your money, you need to take on a different outlook on your money to really be successful. And your day job is something that I think is really handy to leverage when you're thinking about an online business. So that's why we're including that. And yes, this includes you stay-at-home mums. It is a day job. All right, so your mindset. Mindset is a very important place to begin when you're starting any type of journey. Gathering good mindset around what you want to accomplish will help you stay realistic about your own expectations. You have most likely seen pins on Pinterest that say things like how to make money online without investment. My opinion on that is it's basically a lie. While it is possible, it won't be much money and it won't be a sustainable source. The bottom line is you can't expect to not have to invest or put the hard work in to achieve a second stream of income. It doesn't take a lot of money to start an online business. It does take more hard work than anything and just dedication. So going back to the whole making money online without investment, it's really not worth the time you will spend searching around for all the free methods and free information compared to spending, I don't know, a couple $100. It costs you a couple $100 to get started with a blog, and that's about it. And that's if you go ahead and buy a course or a couple of courses, depending on your level of knowledge around computers and, online business in general or business in general. So anything worth your while is going to be either both or one of these things of monetary value. So it's going to cost you money, or take some time and effort, take up your free time. So this, my friends, is where you can change your mindset, change your entire outlook on life. Instead of looking at those two things here as they're going to cost me money and they're going to cost me my spare time, tell yourself, I'm going to invest a little bit of my time and my money now and achieve financial freedom in the not so distant future. So that's where you're changing your mindset, which will give you the outlook of, I'm going to give up some of my spare time and I'm going to have to spend some money. I'm going to have to invest some money, but in the future, it is going to pay me back with exactly what you want. We all want money. is important no matter how you look at it. But we are all looking for a better lifestyle. We're all looking for something that we can do. We don't want to go to college for 4, 6, or 8 years and then get straight into debt to begin with, get a house, and basically live out your working life until you can retire. Trying to battle debts and just your career paths and choices like that. So yeah, we're all looking for ways to achieve some sort of financial freedom, which gives you the time freedom. All right, so a bit of a segue into time there. So we sort of covered time in the mindset section back there. So now I'm going to give you some tips and ideas how to manage your time, because I know some of you are sitting there right now, just like I was about a year ago, thinking, I don't even have enough time for myself at the moment. There is no way I can dedicate any time to building an online business. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If you have time to Netflix and chill, you have time to start a blog. I used to spend a bit of time on Netflix, and probably too much time, and just realised how much more I can be doing with that time. So I'm not saying you should give up the things that you love. If you love watching, TV shows, love watching Netflix or playing games, don't give it up. Just don't do so much of it. Because the idea that I'm teaching here is that if you invest that bit of time now and that money now, you'll have plenty of time to do the things you love in the future. You'll have way more time to do things like that when you're making money passively from home. So it just takes a little bit of discipline and motivation and dedication. Okay, so if you're a bit of a go-getter and you feel like you're wasting your time reading any more of this or watching this video, you can take our step-by-step guide to starting a blog below. So it's a free 7-day e-course delivered by email. Get it straight to your inbox, and within 7 days, you can be on your way to setting up your own blog or online business and be on your way to making money passively from home, which will be your second stream of income. All right, so making money online can happen very quickly. It depends on what niche you are in, but it mostly comes down to you, how much time you put into it, and also how much money you're willing to invest into it. Basically, you can pour money into it, but it doesn't really return you the results unless you're putting the time into it. So the time you put into it is probably the most important thing in the beginning. When it comes to putting more money into it, that's when you'll be looking at outsourcing and growing, and that's when your income can grow exponentially. All right, so money. Stop spending money and start investing it. I've worked with people and know some people personally who earn anywhere from 50K to 200K. In Australia, the average income is around 60K per year. And they all have the same problems. So people within that income bracket have the same problems with money. Mostly it's not enough. It's not uncommon. Most of us find it hard to manage money and stick to a budget. But yeah, 200K is a considerable amount of money, but I still see people earning that sort of money and still complaining of financial stress. Basically comes down to they're just spending it. I mean, a lot of people around Australia invest money in property. It hasn't been so good in the last 10 years. There was that sort of golden age. But now I think the online business opportunity is overtaken that, in my opinion. Not only is it easier to do and takes a hell of a lot less capital to get started, I think it's more reliable, more sustainable, and more consistent as far as a return on investment is concerned. Okay, so just a little bit about my story. Lauren and I didn't really have any problems with money until we had kids and went down to a single income. I was earning good money as a contractor while there was plenty of work, so we were able to budget on a single income even. So, but as the economy slowed down where I live, it set in a couple of years after having our first child, and then we started to struggle just on the single income. So that tough time we had with money is what lit a fire under us both, and we began looking for alternative ways of making money. So Lauren ended up getting onto Roden Fields, which is an online skincare business, and she's doing quite well out of that, and she's really loving it, which is probably the most important thing. You've got to love what you're doing. And I'm just going to tell you that, most people think that they won't enjoy writing, they won't enjoy blogging or running an online business because it means being on a computer. But I can just tell you right now, you will learn to love it. Just because of the opportunity, like it's really exciting. And, when the money starts coming, it really lights a fire under you and gets you moving, gets you motivated. So, basically me and Lauren swore that we would never rely on a single income stream ever again. We want to build multiple streams of income and basically just spend our time building and growing our businesses. All right, so your day job, this is where your day job comes into it. So basically the fourth step, this is the fourth thing I want you to consider when you're looking at an online business. So when it comes to blogging, pretty much all the major successful bloggers out there have leveraged the info they already know. So things they did in their day job, or maybe something they were just good at. I've got a post linked down below that I will show you. There's it's basically a list of 5 hobby bloggers that turn their businesses into a small empire. So what's awesome about using or leveraging your day job is the options it gives you when it comes to choosing your niche. Okay, so things like if within your day job now you teach or train people, like if you're a personal trainer or if you're like a health and fitness coach, that's something awesome you can leverage. It's a huge niche, the health and fitness niche. If you're into technology, like if you do coding or anything like that, if you do video production, or even if you work in a marketing department for someone, like you would have access to so much resources and information. You could use that. So that sort of goes under this one here, access to information and resources. And if you're good at your job, if you know you're good at your job and you've been doing it for a while, you have a lot of experience in it, then you can teach that to people. There's people are looking for shortcuts these days, and they're willing to pay for it. So basically, I could write a list of 100 or 200 jobs that basically can translate into an online business, but I didn't. I mean, it's up to you to really think about your job and how it can relate to these 4 things. So your access to information or resources, that's something to consider when you're looking at monetizing and your niche, because if you have access to information and resources that they're okay to access, and they're resources that it's okay for you to use, then that can save you a lot of money and give you a lot of ideas about how you're going to monetize, how you're going to make money from your business. And also, this is a big one for me, number 4. You may know common problems within the industry you work in and have ideas floating around about how to fix them. So I had multiple ideas about problems within my industry, which was construction, and ways that I could fix it or ways that it could be fixed. And basically, it all came down to sort of helping people manage themselves, manage their money, and helping people to not rely on a single stream of income. That would fix a lot of people's problems. So that's why basically I chose to start a blog to coach people and teach them how to bring in extra money. Okay, so you don't need to be an expert or super specific or niche with your idea. You can have a heap of subtopics. It's actually important to have subtopics around your niche so that you can have a broad audience, and so therefore a broad customer base. You don't need to be the whole package. You don't need to be perfect. So for example, when I tell people I run an online business, they just assume that I'm a tech head and some sort of wizard at marketing and technology. Totally not the case. I barely spent any time on a computer before starting my blog. I just picked it all up, paid for a couple of good courses and learnt everything through that. Like, so that's what I'm talking about shortcuts and just being willing to pay for them. So this here isn't the reason I started blogging. Like I said before, I started blogging because I saw a problem and I want to fix it. So here are the reasons I started blogging. To bring in a second stream of income, number one. In my previous job, I trained apprentices and taught them all sorts of life lessons. So I really enjoyed the whole training and teaching apprentices thing. Like, we had a lot of young guys working with us, working for us, and found myself thriving in that environment, being able to teach some things that I've learned over the years. And so that's something I enjoy, which is why I'm teaching people now. Out of all the online money-making methods, it is the most sustainable and long-term online business. Blogging blogging, I believe, is the basis of all online business, and the most sustainable and long-term business. And it has the potential to bring in multiple streams of income, and you can build a small empire out of it. I also realised how much more I could be doing with what little spare time I had. It's another reason I went for a blog, is because I know it takes a lot of work, but I realised that the things I was doing with my time were not helping my cause. I was just way too caught up in trying to work till the sun went down so I could earn a little bit of extra money every month. I'm sure all of you are doing the same thing, or you know what I'm talking about. And that's why you get home and you just want to reward yourself with things like playing Xbox or watching Netflix, because you're just exhausted at the end of the day, and you just cannot picture hopping on a computer and doing more work. But look at it this way: you can run an online business whether the sun is up or down. That's what is awesome about it. All right, so this is where blogging comes into it. I know I've been talking about it the whole time, but this is why it is the backbone of online business, basically. So when it comes to online money-making methods, blogging is a basis of it all. Not all blog owners identify as bloggers, but their blog is where they drive followers, fans, drive-by shoppers, and customers to. A blog is your domain and your authority. There are tons of examples on the internet. This is what I was talking about earlier. I made a list of the most impressive blogging empires, in my opinion. So click on this link if you want to have a look at that. That's my article called The 5 Successful Hobby Blogs That Make Money. A blog is a very low cost business to set up, and you can get started in about 15 minutes and run it alongside your day job in your spare time. So seriously, guys, it actually does take about 15 minutes to get started, and you can get it up and running within a month. I did it in slightly less than a month. So basically, my website that you see now that's live, I've been working on it for the last 5 months as well. But you can get up and running really quickly. So how can I learn how to build a blog and launch a blog and do it so quickly? The quickest way and the easiest way is by investing in the Build and Launch Your Blog Beginners for Beginners course. This is Create and Go's course. So the two authors of this course have started 2 online businesses, 2 blogs, one in the health and fitness niche, and obviously one in the how to build a blog niche. So basically, this is the shortcut. This is what I'm talking about. This is a $97 course. That's US dollars, and this is what will help you get started in less than a month. Get you on your way to making your second stream of income and your multiple streams of income to follow. And it's a really small price to pay considering the earning potential of a blog. So definitely worthwhile getting. Like, you could spend a year trying to work out all this information yourself, going through all the trials and the failures, but they've already done it for you. Basically, they couldn't have made it any easier. So definitely recommend getting that. So obviously this is an affiliate link. If you guys make a purchase through this, I will get a commission from it. Doesn't change the price, doesn't affect my recommendations. That's what I used. That's what I would recommend to use. So yeah. So yeah, this is what I was talking about before. Can't you just find all the information for free online? Well, yeah, you can, but it'll take you probably a year, and you will probably burn out before you even get there. Yeah, I spent months trying to do that, trying to find free information, and got nowhere. I did stumble across some other methods of making money online, like affiliate marketing on Pinterest without a blog. Turns out pretty much all the good affiliate companies require you to have a website or a blog. So, like I was saying before, your website is your domain and your authority. Like I said before, making multiple streams of income online requires some trust, a domain. So this is what I mean by a domain right here. This is my domain name. This is where I drive people to. That's my website. So think of it as your own piece of online real estate. You own it. That's what's really important about a blog and an online business, because if you're going to go with, say, Instagram or YouTube, and that's going to be your only strategy, your only source of income, the problem with that is that you're living in Instagram's house, you're living in YouTube's house, and so they basically still own your means to earn money. They can change things. YouTube has changed their algorithm, so has Instagram multiple times, and it affects your income by them changing their rules, basically. And it sort of comes down to the minority ruining it for the majority. Some people do the wrong thing, and that's why they have to change their algorithms to counter those shady people. Whereas with a blog, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can foster relationships with brands and other businesses the same way that you can on YouTube or Instagram, except the relationship is yours. It's not. You don't rely on Instagram or YouTube to be that funnel to where you get your income. So I hope I've explained that well enough, and that's good enough reason to go ahead and take my 100% free 7-day e-course. So that this is your A to Z for how to get started. If you take that course, you'll be on your way to earning your second stream of income in no time at all, guys. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up. And one last thing, don't forget to follow us. Click this link, head over to Pinterest, follow us on Pinterest. Please leave us a comment down below. I'll link this article down below. I'll link my free e-course for you. We'll link this Build and Launch Your Blog course. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you're struggling with at the moment with in regard to starting an online business or just anything. Anything you want to know, or anything you've got an opinion about, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to our awesome YouTube channel. Give us a like if you like the videos.